much. We are celebrating Pride. So what I decided to do this month is I'm inviting everyone to talk to me who I think is such an incredible pioneer, you know, in the LGBTQ plus community. And you were just one of those people whom I was just like, definitely I have to speak to you.
Of course.
Of course. Congratulations on your wedding. Congratulations on the wedding. It was so beautiful. You and your husband looked amazing. I'm sad I didn't get invited. First of all.
No, you listen. It was obvious you had just won. You were overseas. So please. Okay,
I want to congratulate you for that. And also,
thank you, my babe.
You're welcome. Did you ever think like you'd be able to like get married? Never mind that, but have your wedding on TV in an African country where we are so conservative. Did you ever think it would ever get to that point?
To be honest, yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did, and I'll tell you why. I'm a rebel.
I know.
Yes. So I don't allow any form of rule or society to dictate what I should do, especially when it has to do with everything that is me being me. I've always known, Guti, I was born here to live my life, and I'm not gonna live according to somebody else's acceptance of me. So maybe on TV it wasn't gonna happen. Maybe if we lived in a country that is very homophobic and conservative, but still the world was going to know about it, and it was going to happen. You know, so I've always known. I knew that I've always known that I wanted to get married, and I am gonna get married. Way before we even had the rights to get married or same-sex marriages and stuff like that. So definitely it was gonna happen.
Okay. I love the confidence, and I love that you say it was going to happen because you are a rule breaker, which reminds me of something that you once did. And I was listening to an interview of yours, and when I listened to it, I was like, yes, I love that you said that. You were at a church, and there were some homophobic slurs in there whilst you were at the church, and you decided to stand up and you left the church. In that interview, you said you left the church when it was quiet. You didn't want to wait for people to start singing. You want them to see you standing up and leaving in that moment. Why?
Zozi, we all know our purpose on earth. And it should be sad for anyone not to know what their purpose is on earth. And if you know your purpose, you know the right time to do certain things that you were sent to do on earth. For me, I know my platform, I know my voice, I know that I speak for the voiceless, I know that I represent the ostracized and the discriminated against and so forth and so on. So having said that, I knew at the time that I had two choices. I had a choice to leave when there's a whole lot of singing and praising and no one sees me, and I go in my own corner and get angry in my own corner, and then life goes on. Or I had the opportunity to stand right there and then for us to have a talk about it and a debate about it and a conversation about it and a dialogue about it afterwards. I knew this is the moment. If it doesn't happen, because for the longest time I felt that the church is accommodating me either based on my pocket or based on my status. So they need to prove that they are accepting me for who I am and they see me the way my God sees me. So had I not done that, we wouldn't be talking about it now, and the church wouldn't have realized that sometimes they need to be careful on who they bring into the church. When you come into my house, you will do as we do in my house. You will not bring your rules from next door and want us to live by your rules in my house. So that guest pastor was a visitor, so he must know his place. If in his country they proudly condemn homosexuality. It's not going to happen here, and I'm not going to allow it, and I'm not going to allow my pastors to allow it to happen.
Absolutely.
So they need to take a stand and say, Somizi, this guy is right. Very much we've been feeling like that, so that I know. I'm not saying change your rules and how you want to do your things, but don't deceive me based on my pocket and my status and make me believe Guti, I am fully accepted here. So they needed to make that decision. So that is why I stood up, and I did not just storm or like throw tables and stuff. I just slowly, quietly took my bag and walked. And that was it.